In this video, I am going to review stores that you guys have sent me. Some that are making zero sales, some that are starting to make a couple $100s a day, and others that are making thousands of dollars a day. Now, this actually used to be one of the most popular types of videos on the channel, so let me know if it's something you would want to see more often. I love showcasing as many examples as possible, as you guys already know. So being able to go through multiple stores, I think is really gonna give you a great perspective on what you should be doing and what you should avoid for sure. So I wanna make it clear before we go through this, there's no judgment on anyone. This is purely for a learning purpose. This is based on my opinion and my experience. Everyone builds stores differently. This is just my last 4 years of experience. I've spent a lot, I've made a lot with e-commerce, and this is my perspective on it, okay? So I have not looked at these yet. I haven't gone through them. I just clicked the link to make sure it would work. I'm gonna kind of run you through it, give you my perspective on the homepage, the product page, anything to do with the photos, the title, the pricing, and just overall the entire thing, okay? We could dive a little bit deeper. You guys should already be looking at stuff like making sure you have a terms and condition page, a refund page, a contact us page, just some basic things that pretty much every website needs to have. But we're gonna focus more on the actual stuff that's gonna get a customer to buy. Now, before we jump into it, I wanna mention we do build custom Shopify stores for people who would want one. Now, whether you have no experience with e-commerce or you're looking to diversify into a secondary or third store, what we do is we actually build you a custom store and find all the products for you that are already winning products. So it's Monday as I'm posting this video. If you follow me over on Instagram, you know that every Monday we open up about 30 Shopify stores. It depends on how many we can do that week, where my personal developers who build all my stores and my client stores build an additional 30, each of them unique, each of them separate, everything completely different. And I don't really make a lot of money on it. I've talked about it from a marketing perspective, why we do this. It's something where as long as we can break even, over deliver value for whoever does end up purchasing one, and then hopefully down the road they become a client on something else. It's kind of the LTV, lifetime value perspective of the marketing for what we do. So that's kind of my front end offer, if you will. So feel free to check that out in the description below. Again, there's like 30 of them a week, so they usually go within like a day or two. So feel free to check it out. And without further ado, smash a like on this video and let me know if you want me to keep doing it. Let's get like 500 likes and I'll start doing these every single month. I think it would be really fun. So let's jump inside of my computer. Let's go through these stores and see what's looking good and what's not. All right, so like I said, I promise I have not looked at these in depth. I just made sure that the links work. All right, so let's start with the first one. I jotted down some notes so that I could tell you what's what, just based on what the person told me. The Infinity Brush, $2,000 to $3,000 a day in sales, meaning revenue. It depends on what the margin is. Margins can be all over the place. Let's take a look here. First of all, currency exchange, that's good, especially if you're running ads to other countries, third world countries, just other countries in general. That's huge because especially for people who don't speak English, that's one of the biggest things. People who are in other countries like Canada or Australia, they can order and place an order in USD, but it is nice to be able to change that. So it's a great thing to have. They have a messenger chat here, which is a good bot. I personally don't use those on my store. I don't really use a lot of pop-ups anymore. It just hasn't had the biggest effect on me in the last year. But if it works for you and it generates a lot of leads, then I definitely recommend sticking with it. Logo, I love it. I'm gonna assume you're selling a toothbrush just based on the background here. There's a feather, that's interesting. Let's see how that relates to a toothbrush. Experience the softest brush ever. Over 12,000 ultra fine bristles, that's cool. I'm genuinely intrigued by this now. Okay, so Infinity Brush, 18 bucks for a toothbrush. I mean, if it's a very unique toothbrush, I could see that being valuable. White, green, inverted black. I think you could try to get some better pictures. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think these are supplier pictures. You see the green, it's just a little fuzzy. It's not very clear. I think you could get a lot better pictures of this. So if in fact you are doing $2,000 to $3,000 a day in sales, I, my friend, would invest into content. Now, if this is working extremely well for you and you've tested that, then I take it back. But in my opinion, I would definitely work on getting some super, super cool custom creatives. And I think this is something you could brand and probably sell if you wanted to. I've never seen a product like this. I might end up buying one from you. So yeah, I mean, this is cool. I think a toothbrush is great because it is a tapped market, obviously, but it's also untapped. It's not really a sexy market in general. I have friends who own teeth whitening companies. I have a friend who owns a huge, like recharging mobile phone case company. So it's like a case that has a charger built in. It's like not the sexiest product, but it's very real. It's a real market. It has health benefits for this. So I think you could do really well with this. See, free worldwide shipping, satisfaction guaranteed, 30-day money back guarantee, great, 24/7 customer service. So if you have a VA linked up to this, like a virtual assistant who replies within a few minutes, that could be super beneficial for you. Personally, I don't do it. One of the reasons as well is because I have phone support. So I pay per minute for my phone support team so people can just call in if they want. Let's see, privacy policy. Boom, you got it on there. I'm not gonna get into the mumbo jumbo of exactly what you should be having on there. 30-day refund policy, cool. Let's see, is it just a one product store? Let's click shop. Let's see if you've got anything else going on inside of here. Okay, nope, I just see this. Okay, you got some reviews down here at the bottom. Super cool, it comes in a tube, that's nice, looks fancy. Packaging would be huge from a branding perspective. I like this product. I don't have a lot of bad things to say. Your description is a bit long. I would point that out. It's a little bit long. I would try to stick to maybe your 2 best animations. I would probably ditch this one. I don't think that's as appealing. But showcasing the product, showcasing how cool it is, definitely mentioning some health benefits. You might want to just be careful if you're advertising on Facebook, because if you mention like any sort of guarantees and health benefits, you can definitely have problems. So overall, really cool. I would rate this like an 8.5 out of 10. You can just clean up the site, the description, and work on the photos. I think your pricing is great. I realistically think, oh wait, is this US? It's only 13 bucks? Did I change the currency? Regardless, I think you could sell it for more. This is probably a $24.99 product if it's working. So slowly increase that once your ads are already stable and working. Don't mess with your ads very much, and then slowly increase your price over a few weeks and see how that affects your conversion rate. So, good store, good product, really cool. Next one, RitzyPro.com, $200 to $400 a day. It's 1 month old. Now he's actually a student. He's inside of the Ad Academy, which is the Facebook ad training program we have. You can find that linked below. So he's just getting things going, brand new, 1 month in. I mean, I know I was not making that much money when I was just starting. So that's awesome. Let's take a quick look at the store. Okay, about us, we got express yourself. That's what RitzyPro. I'm not a huge fan of having text right away. I like to be visual. That's just me, so I would usually put this towards the bottom. Definitely I would put that under here. Oh cool, this is in the music space. Some music products are really good. I've seen people who are actually friends of mine crush it with different guitar picks and stuff like that. So music is great as well, because if you brand it, it's something you can mark up just astronomically well. So you got a portable guitar amplifier, wireless guitar transmitter, 75 bucks. I'm sure you're making a pretty good margin on here. Okay, got all these different plugs. I'm not huge on music. I don't know a lot about instruments. But yeah, I would just clean up the site again. One thing I do notice, all of these say save. So save 80, save 9 bucks. Let's try and click on some of these other things here and just kind of get a sense of what's going on. Save 55, save 34, save 100. I would really probably only put your 1 or 2 best-selling products on an actual sale and bump the price up a little bit on those other ones. It's all about that value perception. It helps make you solidified as a brand. And even if you're not really selling those other products, it's a great way to at least look like it's a little bit more legitimate. And that even helps funnel people even further into buying the product that you're marketing to them. So let's take a quick look at the descriptions. Just to kind of, it's always a huge thing. It's kind of the long form version of your ad copy. So someone's almost always gonna read that before they do decide to purchase. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's knocked down from 80 to 45. Why not take your music with you on the go? I'm all about shortening. You guys know that, you've probably seen a few of my videos. And one of the most recent ones talking about ad copy, short, go short. So I would literally change this right now to why not take your music on the go. Right, you'd fit it in 2 lines instead of 3. Everything counts, especially if someone is shopping on mobile. You should take a look at your ads if you're doing $200 to $400 a day. If a huge percentage of your audience is coming from their phone, the longer it is, man, the quicker you're gonna lose them. Okay, so presenting the Muse Lady or Must Lady portable guitar amplifier. Cool features and benefits, lightweight, got some great shots here that kind of explain each little button. That's cool, that's great to have. Explaining the usage of it, the different jacks and aux cords that plug into there. Awesome. Specifications, package includes. That's good. A product like this, where it's an electronic product, you will have to do more explaining. That's okay. I think you might be able to cut out or shorten up a medium piece of it. If I'm on my computer like this and I have to scroll kind of like, ready? This is 1 scroll, 2, okay, 3, if I have to do 4, I usually try to keep it at like 2. So if I have to really kind of scroll and there's a lot to read, it gets a little bit overwhelming. Consider adding a video. I don't think you have a video. You could add a video into the description, you know, that could help shorten it up because it explains everything in there. Overall, super cool product. You're definitely in a great niche. If you can just identify that right product for you that works and you have a really good margin, I think you could do extremely well with it. I mean, musicians, at least in my experience, haven't sold much in that space, but super passionate. You know, it's a big passion space, so you can definitely do really well. Good looking store. Glad you're starting to do some sales. Love seeing you put that good information from the Ad Academy to use. I wanted to talk about this one because I've seen a few people try to do it. Canvas art, specifically in the entrepreneur space. I've had close friends try to do this. I have probably 50 or 60 pieces in my basement that I don't even use from one of my friends' companies that's like a hustle, motivation, entrepreneur art. The only time I've seen this work really well, I've talked to him a few times, is the owner of Iconic. That's a huge company you guys might know, especially if you're in this space, but like a lot of entrepreneur stuff, you know, it's pretty similar, like different things, money and quotes and stuff like that. But Iconic has branded themselves. They've worked a huge amount with influencers, which brings me to my point here. Just my recommendation to you, you should definitely be working with influencers in the space. You know, like if I was to build something like this, I'd be promoting it myself. I would be sending a bunch of these for free to all of my friends in the space. That would, in my opinion, be the fastest way to kind of build a brand, is to get, you know, reputable people in the space promoting it. That would be a very good way. Now, your products look dope. Your website is great. One thing that I do see on here specifically is kind of the way that you phrase this main header text. Now, I don't know if you're from the US or what's going on, but totally fine. Quick fix. I would put hustling in capital because it doesn't make sense for especially that word, which should be kind of emphasized a little bit. That one should not be the only word out of this sentence that is not capitalized. So start hustling, art for all entrepreneurs. This should definitely just be a normal hyphen or whatever you call it, colon, you know, just with 2 dots. I wouldn't put it like this. So I think you could rework that a little bit. It just threw me off a little bit when I saw it. Let's take a quick look at some of these. Again, dope art, super cool photos. You got a great logo. A logo is crucial, especially when you're trying to brand something like that. Super cool content. 39 bucks, okay? So here's the cool thing, and what I've noticed about these, because I've bought artwork before that's, I mean, in the entrepreneur space, a few $100s, but it's really cool because, you know, you can make a lot of money on these upsells that are super simple, like a frame, bigger sizing, and your profit margin only goes up, you know, the more little upsells they buy. So no frame, small frame, you know, just doubled. But you need a frame. What are you gonna do? Like hang it on your wall and put some pins in it? It doesn't really work as well. So it's a huge way to increase your AOV, but advertise it as a low product cost, you know, low cost for someone to buy, and you get them in that way. So that's great. Limited stock due to high volume of orders, okay. I would recommend, at least as when I'm filming this right now, take advantage of all the Corona stuff. Say limited stock due to coronavirus. You know, literally mention it. You know, say something like that. If your shipping times take a long time, you could say slightly delayed shipments because of you know, health regulations and custom inspections and stuff like that. You can kind of use that as a reason for the longer shipping time. Let's see, got some cool eco-friendly, made with environment-friendly materials. Great, high quality, easy to hang. Oh, never mind. There you go. You already have the code alert. That's awesome. Canada, cool. United States, worldwide, awesome. I would recommend giving yourself a little bit more cover room than this, okay? 2 to 24 days. Look, but it's not gonna be 2 days. It's really not. You know, like my fastest one is 3 days, and that's like to the US. So I would not recommend saying that. You know it's gonna take longer. It's better to just be straight up with a customer, especially with everything going on. Put it as like 10 to 24 days, you know, or like 1 week to 3 weeks, something like that. A little bit bigger, give yourself a little bit more room on that front end, okay? You don't wanna have their hopes up and then they don't get it as quick as they thought they could. So a lot of cool things. Love how you kind of did the Amazon move here, frequently bought together. That's great. FBTs like this can make a lot of money if those products go together. So super cool. Got all the frames and stuff here. Love it. No customer reviews. I'd get that taken care of. I know you said you just started, but it kind of looks better to not have it versus have no reviews. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, everything looks great. I can't complain about your description. I know when you DM this to me, you said you've been working really hard on it. I think you did really well. It's just that header text right there on the front of the site. That's the only thing that could use updating, and that'll take you like 6 seconds. So awesome job there. Let's keep moving. Finesse Endo, okay? This is actually one that was DM'd to me on Instagram, doing 40,000 a month in revenue, targeting just Mexico. So very like specific audience here. So let's take a look at what's going on. I have not seen this one. Okay, got the translation there. We're gonna have to pop that over in English. Start to buy, you might want to just make sure the translation's good. If you're only targeting Mexico, it doesn't matter as long as it's good in that language. But to buy usually would just be shop. So secure shipping, we care, more than 10,000 satisfied customers. I would recommend making the first letter capitalized on any kind of announcement header. That's one thing I do. Like so I put the C here capitalized, the T in 1,000, the S in satisfied, things like that. I would recommend putting that specifically capitalized. Pain is weakness leaving the body. It's a very big saying. I've heard that before. Link long text and an image just like the product. So yeah, you gotta write something there. Okay, hang on. Link long text and an image to give visibility, just like the body blog post. Okay, that's just interesting. That seems a little out of place. Pain is temporary, pride is forever. Cool, you got a quote in there. Awesome. Let's go to the shop page. I want to see what's going on here. Okay. If they are making money, like I haven't verified any of this, so don't hold me to the one that's confirming that it's done 40,000 in sales. However, resistance bands I know are a big product. Just to be straight up, I was selling like $35,000 a day worth of this product this year consistently. So it is a huge product. I don't know how well it works now. It did slow down for sure, but resistance bands are huge. It could be doing very well. I don't doubt it. Especially if they're just targeting one country, as long as all the language stuff makes sense when it's translated over there. I know it can be difficult when you're trying to do that, but description, let's see, you got a little moving animation video there, that's great. Couple main bullet points, more examples of people showing it, more examples. Excellent, excellent, our promise. I don't think it's crazy long. Like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 to 4 scrolls. It's okay, it's a fitness product. I think you definitely should be showing different examples of this. I think you might be able to eliminate one of these, definitely a little bit, and just shorten it up. Again, like I said, short has definitely worked a lot better for me. But I like this overall. Shipping, allow 3 to 4 weeks due to the current situation. Shipping delays may occur, hashtag stay at home. Awesome, yeah, and you got a 4.9 star, okay? So you got 46 reviews, helps make you look legit, whether those are real or not. That's definitely a solid point there. So I would just work on your description there. I would work on a couple of those, just making those things capitalized. But at the end of the day, that's small details. I don't want to nitpick here, especially if it's making money. I mean, there's not a whole lot for you to change. So let's keep going here. The last one, 4% conversion rate, doing 2,000 a month in sales. So barely off the ground, hasn't really done any sales yet. Let's see if we can find a reason why. Okay. And let me know your guys' opinion, by the way, in the comment section below. What do you think of these? Drop some advice for these people, and then let me know what you guys like to do on your stores. I'm just kind of giving you my feedback here. Gear Bay, something for everyone. Love the logo, looks great. Questions, support at Gear Bay. I would recommend removing the question mark and just putting a hyphen, colon, whatever the 2 dots are. I forget what they're called. Just because it kind of blends together a little bit, but it looks good. Definitely good to have an email there. Health and beauty, home decor, pet lovers. Okay, very broad store. I personally do not run general stores. I used to have one, got rid of it like 1.5 years ago. It was like my testing store. So what I would do is I would just launch all these products, figure out if they're working or not, and then build their own niche store. Kind of seemed like a waste of time for me. If it's working for you though, I know you're just getting started doing $2,000, I would recommend narrowing your focus. Whatever's bringing you the $2,000 in sales can probably bring you a lot more, especially if it's already profitable on that small of a dollar volume. So focus on that. Try to just narrow the store down around that, find other products that relate to that and get that working. Then you can start testing outside of that. But if it's watches, for an example, let's go in here and take a look. Luxury watch, portable wireless charger, I don't know why that's in there. Okay, you have smartwatch, cool. Smartwatches can do great targeting the fitness side of things. Only 7 in stock, 10 people viewing, estimated delivery, cool. The product description's down here, 39 bucks. Product features, keeps it easy, click add to cart, due to high order volume, please out 2 to 3 weeks. All orders are trackable, great. Yeah, so I mean, I like this, it's a short description. Let's take a look at the reviews here. no reviews. Again, it's just a little pet peeve of mine. It's better to have nothing, or excuse me, it's better to not even have that review section than it is to have nothing. So you either want reviews or get rid of the whole review section. That's just my personal opinion. But other than that, these product pictures look pretty good. I can tell you haven't ordered them yourself, so whatever you find to be your winning product when you're getting your ads going, definitely order that product, take photos. You can use that not only for your ads, your social media, but also your website. So that'll be huge. Having your own custom stuff, because if you've pulled these off AliExpress, I guarantee you there's other people using those photos, and you want your own unique content 100%. But overall, don't really have much to complain about. You got a contact page here. See, just the reviews, I would shorten up the store. I think it's just a little all over the place, so if someone's scrolling through the store, that's why I'm not a big fan of niche or of general stores. I prefer to have a niche one. It keeps things more focused, especially like if you're targeting fitness and then you bring them here, and especially if you bring them to the home page, well, you're targeting fitness. It's so much stuff doesn't relate to that, so I always like to keep it focused. It just does a lot better for me. Okay, you gotta contact us form, that's great. I like this, I think you should just focus in on your ads, find that winning product, and keep running. You guys might notice I'm not crazy picky with stores. There's things that I do that are very, very clear, that are kind of habits and patterns I do on every single store, and there's stuff that I like to stay away from. Certain things like we saw in there that I always make sure I do, just basic things like grammar and capitalizing properly, making sure the product photos are great, descriptions are short enough where it looks good on mobile, and you don't have to scroll too far over on your desktop if you're on your laptop or an actual desktop computer. So things like that can help the optimization of it, and that just even a third of a percent boost in the conversion rate can make a huge difference when you're doing a very large volume, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 a day. 0.3%, that can be a lot of money. So it adds up. Every little thing does matter. I don't want to get too deep into like, oh, the color of this and that, and that's kind of your own personal style. You're the one controlling the company. You're the creative side of it. You're the entrepreneur brain. So you're building it in your vision, right? Build a brand around it. Have fun with it for sure. So that's my opinion on those 5 stores, which are all great, by the way. I don't really have any complaints about all of them, just some small details, which I love to see. That means you guys are crushing it and killing it. So if you want me to do another video like this, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you want me to maybe look at the ads. Maybe we could only look at 2 or 3 stores next time, but also look at their ads. I think that would be really fun. So just let me know what you guys want to see. If you enjoyed this video at all, make sure to smash the like button and be sure to grab yourself a custom-built, high-converting Shopify store preloaded with winning products, every single one unique, in the description down below. You can either get a one-product store, which is very, very focused on just that product, right? So you can drive sales over and over to it, or get a niche store that's focused around a couple winning products and has all those other products for upsells, downsells, cross-sells, and can really help get that average order value through the roof for you. So click the link in the description. I'll leave it somewhere down there. It's a super easy way just to get things going, especially if you're not skilled at web development or building a store on Shopify, so that you can kind of get the product research out of the way as well as building a store, and you can just start focus on your marketing, which at the end of the day is what drives sales. So you got to make sure you take care of that, then focus on your ads, and then you can be off to the races and getting your business running with cash flow coming in. So again, let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. You can read a little bit more about the stores, watch the short video. I please encourage you to make an educated decision. If the store is something you want to do it, but learn about it beforehand. So it's kind of our front end offer. I look forward to going above and beyond for you guys who do decide to get one, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, make sure to smash the like button, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.